Good morning. First thing put in my system lately has been this tonic. I've been doing some sort of form of lemon water, warm water. Now I've been adding apple cider vinegar, sea salt for hydration and to get minerals in my system right away, with about a quarter cup of bone broth and lemon juice, apple cider vinegar. First thing goes in my system, help hydration. Then I drink probably about 20 ounces of water for like an internal bath before I consume anything else. Next thing, check my slow cooker because I could smell it right when I woke up. I made some chicken and just poked it a little bit to make some pull-apart chicken. This makes it convenient for throwing together meals, whether I do that with some grass-fed beef or chicken. At least gets you protein for a few days that you can work with. Good morning. This is about to be freezing. Routine, ritual, love it, hate it, but love it more. Woo! 55, 60 degrees, freezing. But I don't regret it. It's like coffee, baby. Immediately in the bloodstream. Driving has an opportunity to catch up on podcasts, kind of learn while I'm driving, either make calls, catch up with people. I love music almost as much as I love food, but a few of the podcasts I listen to just on a regular basis. Always scroll in, see if I got new episodes, if I'm subscribing on a few of these guys, and it's just a good way to learn about different topics and stay on top of what's out there, get some new opinions. So highly recommend it, especially if you have Bluetooth in the car. Makes it super easy. Sometimes it's a coffee in the morning, sometimes it is a juice. But I always keep some MCT oil, which is like liquid coconut oil, to either put in either of the two if I'm away from home. What that does is that helps convert to energy very easily. It's derived from typically coconut oils, but so it's gonna give your brain a little bit more energy. It's also gonna help support your blood sugar, can help support metabolism. So in this case, if I have a juice, I just do a few drops, actually a couple squirts. Think of close to like a tablespoon. That can be in coffee or juice. And what it does is also a lot of fat soluble vitamins and minerals in here. So by dropping the coconut oil, it doesn't really have much of a taste, and it's gonna allow you to absorb more of those nutrients like vitamin A, D, E, and K. Good stuff. So you can keep one of these things in your car or wherever, and you can even put a flavor. You can put vanilla or something there if you want to make everything taste better. So this is my first solid meal after my juice. It's been pretty routine for the last few months. I like it from a convenience standpoint, and I think it helps my blood sugar and energy for the day. Can of smoked sardines, either doing the jalapeno or the lemon. I know it sounds gross, but again, you're getting CoQ10, omega-3s, protein, good healthy fat. That's awesome for your brain, good for inflammation. And I think they taste great just on their own, or I make my own homemade hot sauce that I do a little dabble on. And from a convenience standpoint, these guys are great, better than any protein bar. Give it a shot. I like to wait a minimum of 12 hours from my last meal to my first meal. That's just me personally. If I'm doing something active, that might vary a little bit, like with weights or resistance training. But for the most part, I try to extend that fast, and sometimes it's closer to like 16 hours. It might vary, I don't obsess over it, but I just like the way that I feel when I do that. And I get a similar effect when I eat more of a protein and fat and just avoid those carbohydrates till later in the day if I know if I'm gonna need them. Again, that's my personal preference. I'm digging it. All right, second whole meal of the day. Depending on how I'm feeling, if I'm doing something active, I'll occasionally have the shake to get in some extra nutrients like some greens, vegetables, and so on. So did a workout in between that first meal for about a half hour, some weights, resistance training. So gonna make a green smoothie with some collagen powder, a little bit of protein, greens, ice, and some things to make it more enjoyable, like some avocado and some coconut whipped cream. Alright, so I always try to focus on as much whole food as possible. In this case, drinking this smoothie just makes me feel satisfied, and it's like insurance that I'm giving my body extra nutrients. Plus, I love it. It's something I really look forward to. So I get a scoop of protein. I cycle through different plant-based proteins. You can use beef protein occasionally. I got this collagen hydroisolate. So this stuff's awesome. I've been noticing the difference just with like joints and tendons. Helps with digestion. You can use whatever kind you want. This is Great Lakes. Really good reviews on Amazon. I want this to taste like a chocolate mint, because I love that. Stevia, I talk about it all the time. This chocolate flavor of stevia brand is Cal, K-A-L. I use their vanilla and their caramel. Tastes the most like the real flavor and the least like any sort of like chemicals, and it doesn't spike the blood sugar. So again, there's almost no sugar in this. And then peppermint oil, which is good for digestion, helps with energy as well, and makes it taste like mint chocolate. Green powder, I've been using this one for years. I play around with different ones just to diversify, but mainly what I'm going for is like spirulina, chlorella, stuff that can alkalize the body, help remove toxins out of the body. But you know, the same thing as greens are really high in chlorophyll that shown to help keep cravings away. So there's a lot of different benefits in it. Most people aren't eating enough green foods as it is. And then to give it the cool texture, avocado. A little bit goes a long way. Plus, avocado is incredible for you. It's got magnesium. It's got precursor to glutathione, which is one of the best antioxidants ever. Really good for skin health. It's just fantastic stuff. And the fiber that's in it is incredible. So it's going to help remove the bad stuff, keep you happy. Keep it creamy and dreamy, baby. All right, so let's blend this up. And there you go. So again, these are my preferences. I mix it up. Sometimes I'll throw in hemp, different types of, maybe I'll make it more filling. But you can see a little bit of avocado goes a long way in creating that texture. And studies show that thicker things keep you satisfied for longer. If you want it to be thicker, less liquid, maybe a little more avocado, some more stuff to sweeten it up. Occasionally, depending on how I'm feeling, I will add some coconut whipped cream. So no sugar in this either. It's made from just whole coconut, and I used an immersion blender to whip this up, and it lasts for, I don't know, about a week or so. But it's a nice thing to enjoy. I added some extra MCT oil, medium chain triglycerides, for energy, but it's enjoyable. It makes things that much better. Again, no sugar, a little bit goes a long way in satisfaction. That way you never feel like you need a cheat. So lunchtime-ish, bigger solid meal, it always helps to have stuff that's already prepped. So I always talk about prepare your exhausted self or make it easy for yourself. So I had slow cooker stuff that was ready this morning. I got chicken, veggies, I had some sweet potatoes that I had made a couple days before. Chopped up Brussels sprouts. Occasionally, I'll go to Whole Foods and just buy chopped vegetables, things just to be able to throw together and stir fry really quick. Bone broth, which I've been sipping on in the morning, some of that whipped cream. I always have tea. And this is a turmeric tea or a green tea that I'll have as the base of my smoothies, or I'll use for steam frying cooking. Coconut milk, hemp hearts, soy sauce alternative, the coconut aminos that I use quite a bit. My own hot sauce that I make and just refill in hot sauce bottles. Stuff's unbelievable. Flavor insurance. But as you can see, this makes it easy. The thing I do is preheat the pan at about medium-high heat. And again, we're just gonna steam fry, reheat the foods that are gonna come together real quick. Having some stuff pre-cooked is gonna make your life so much easier. So I just got some chicken, this was from the slow cooker, some sweet potatoes, fennel, which I cook a lot. I'm gonna show you how I chop this up, and I'm just gonna steam fry it with some broccolini. So let's chop it up and throw it in the pan.
Work two jobs trying to stay alive. Spend your money on a Friday night.
So this seems basic, but this is a big shortcut to me sneaking in vegetables. I know that this is okay to eat, but chopping it up this much smaller is gonna be easier to stir fry it or sneak it in. It's gonna hold flavor like garlic or a sauce that I like that much better. So I'm gonna throw that right into the pan.
So
there you go. Just like that, quick meal that comes together. It's got some good healthy carbs, a ton of fiber from the best source, vegetables. Fennel's delicious with a light little crunch. Got some of that hot sauce flavor, lemon. That garlic sauce is amazing. If you haven't tried it, do yourself a favor. It's majestic garlic sauce. It's basically just flax and garlic, but absolutely incredible. There you go, full meal. Comes together in a couple minutes. All right, dinner time. Going for some ground bison. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna roast up some Brussels sprouts that are chopped up and broccolini. Get the greens and fiber. Nice filling meal for the last meal of the day. By putting the glass top on the pan, it's going to create more heat, which is going to break down the fat, and it's going to be easier for it to drain. So I like to do about 2 drains to get rid of as much fat as I can while I'm grounding it up. So 1 pound of beef equals about 100 grams of protein. I'll eat about half of it tonight, have half tomorrow, so it's only 50 grams. Or I can split that up in 4 portions, whatever I want to do. While the pan is hot, I'm going to use that to cook down some greens. Final meal for dinner, based on everything, going about a half pound of bison, some steamed kale. While the bison was cooking, multitasked, roasted up some Brussels sprouts and broccolini, made it for easy cleanup because of the foil on the parchment paper. Last meal of the day, waffle. So how I make this fit into my meal and still stay lean is just paying attention to overall what I'm eating based on my demand. Again, this waffle is made from gluten-free oats, an egg, some protein powder, peanut butter, and jelly, but the jelly I made from blueberries and chia, which I will show you that recipe as it's here in my cookbook. I'm just working on finishing up all the editing. But, you know, as you can see, gotta test it all out. Like I said, this is an average day. Some days I'll condense that into less meals, maybe 3 overall meals. And I didn't have my first solid meal until probably about 11 o'clock or so. So there's an example of fasting without really stressing out about it.